Please don't shit yourself on camera.
No, please shit yourself on camera.
All right. When last we left off, our intrepid adventurers had defeated the guardians of the hallway by, well, I mean, they defeated one and embarrassed the other one to death, I think is a better way to put it. Boomer is a little tired. Skippy has finally caught up. Got a slow walking speed, you see. Took a while to catch up. And they are now deciding what to do after clearing the hallway and how best to proceed along the path of elements.
Did you guys see how I took out that fly drive? Amazing.
I couldn't see. It was pretty dark.
What? Some of my best moves. Some of my finest work. Amazing sword work. Look. You told me you didn't see any of it?
I only just got here. What happened? Fire what?
Can I investigate the fire giant for any sword wounds?
I'm pretty tired.
Yeah, you can. Give me a medicine check.
Not investigation. 10.
Can I sleight of hand stab the corpse a couple of times in the neck or something?
You did stab it in the face when we were laying down.
Oh, no, I did.
However, the darkness spell is still active, and so no, you don't see anything.
No, he took it down.
Huh?
He took it down because Gaston told the dead to kill him.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, you can see a bunch of burns and marks from spells, like damage from spells. It's pretty tough to see like a tiny rapier hole.
Looks like every other pore in the giant's face.
Yeah.
Is there any?
Look, it's right there. It's right. It's obvious. Now, how did you not see that? Shock flew up.
Shock.
Can I investigate if there's anything useful Skippy munitions wise in the area and like avoid Nico's flailing arms at the time?
Right.
It's like stabbing the corpse. Right there.
See, it goes in. See?
See?
Yeah, go ahead, Skippy. Give me a nature check.
Whoa, crit! 29.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you find, looking around, you manage to find a shit ton of sulfur, which is, always good for burny stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You also find obsidian.
Okay.
Which, looking at the flakes of it that are very, very sharp, you go, ooh, shrapnel. You also find this very this brown mold that surprisingly is cold to the touch.
I will collect all those things.
Yep.
Cool.
Boomer will be kind of talking to Felix, being like, yeah, it was really weird. Like this pretty good combat. My back doesn't hurt, which is really weird for the first time. I don't know why. Yep. Oh, hey, Skippy.
Hi, Boomer's face.
Yeah,
my back doesn't hurt.
yeah, yeah, the fire giant's got anything on them? Anything shiny or?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
Five.
So to
Yeah,
confirm-
they between the two of them, they have five gems on them. Two of them are ruby, and they look to be you would estimate, I mean, you know, get sweat in your eyes and it's hard to see and everything. But you'd estimate they're probably worth 3,000 or 4,000 gold a piece. There's one topaz. The topaz looks to be worth like maybe 1,000 gold, but it's got some cool color patterns on it.
You're gonna so
and-
fuck up some local economy whenever we go and spend a bunch of money.
and two diamonds.
I guess I can bring it back from the dead again.
The diamonds look like they're worth 5,000 gold piece.
Not a
How much?
single gem. Oh.
Loudly, yeah.
Not one single 5,000 gold piece gemstone. Ah. What were these? Sorry, we had 2 diamonds, a cool looking topaz,
Two rubies,
2 rubies, and they were like what,
3 or 4,
How much was the topaz worth, did you say?
1,000.
maybe 1,000.
1,000. Not that I know about it.
Yeah, know about what?
Go ahead and roll sleight of hand, Nico, see if anybody noticed you.
Oh, God, that's terrible.
Anybody can roll a insight.
I guess I was busy like.
Or sorry, not
looking
insight,
for shit.
perception.
How about
Anybody can
passive?
roll.
My passive perception's 21.
Yeah,
You can see.
No, 19. Sorry.
yeah,
17.
15.
So anybody got higher than 16? No, saw Nico trying to like secret these gems about himself, but he's fighting.
They're like really hot. He's like, ow, ow, ow. Nothing.
I'm not rolling. I'm in the I believe Nico phase.
I believe.
Hmm.
I want to believe.
I want to believe.
I want to believe.
So Nico, there's gonna be enough gems for everyone there, it looks, right?
Huh?
Gems? Oh yeah, yeah. As soon as we get back, I'll dish them all out. Once they cool down, yeah, I don't need to hurt themselves.
Mhm.
You're welcome.
Insight check?
Wealth coming up on your hands.
You're welcome. I won't even charge you for service.
Yeah, go and roll deception. Well, I mean, I assume you're not going to get them back.
25.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
We'll
sounds like he means it this time.
I've been fooled before.
Right. He sounds like he means it this time, although history would dictate otherwise. Like, I mean, you guys have known
Hasn't he
Nico for
sounded
a
like it
while.
almost every time?
Right.
You guys are so suspicious.
So Ed,
Yes.
do fire giants bleed fire or lava?
Do they bleed fire or lava?
Yes.
No.
Gaston is very disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do notice though that their blood does have sort of a rotten egg kind of smell to it.
Is it on fire?
It's not on fire, but like it
And I
It'd be
set
like-
it on fire.
Like the
What's
sulfur.
Can Gaston set it on fire?
you can try.
I will try.
Yeah, once it's actually in contact with oxygen, yeah, it is flammable.
Burn! Knowledge!
Really good guy. Wait, so their blood
Yeah.
burns?
when mixed with when in the presence of oxygen. Yeah.
Gaston pulls out some notebook,
Yep.
paper, and starts writing notes.
All right, I send my familiar up here.
Say where do you send them?
Does it see anything in that 60-foot bubble?
Nope.
Okay.
Although, so it can't like, so that's sort of like its blind sight, but like you do hear some like, so from its right, it is picking up, like it can hear some sounds.
West
there's
or
sort of-
east?
What is that? East.
Okay.
I'll tell Skippy.
To the east. Oh, sorry.
I'll tell Skippy about the fire giant bug. You like,
Yeah.
you like stuff that does weird things, right, Skippy?
What? You've been talking to Abigail? What? What?
No, Abihu. I mean, the fire giant blood like burns really nicely.
Cool, I'll have a look. I'll go check out the if there's any like openings, like arteries looking things
here you go.
that fire giants have.
There you go.
Yeah, Nico keeps pointing to this sword wound. He keeps,
See?
yeah. He,
Now, don't worry, you can easily get out of this gaping fatal wound that I delivered to this fire giant.
yeah. So he stabs a dead fire giant. Yeah, you can collect. Give me a medicine check, Skippy.
Oh no. 12?
Yeah, you can get one bottle of fire giant blood.
Cool. Nice.
Skippy tries to go into the butt. Hold on, I'll get the blood out.
That's the legit
Dude,
way. There's a lot of blood there.
Gaston always bleeds when I do potions.
Yeah.
Ed, what weapons were these fire giants using?
Big old
Shields.
shields. Double
Big
shields. Spiky, flamey shields.
Oh, can I pick one up?
Oh no.
I mean, you're pretty tired.
Oh,
He is
damn it, we
big
need
though.
to take a nap.
But yeah, I mean, you can try to pick one up if you want.
All right.
Wrap your hands in something, Boomer.
Go and give me a strength athletics check.
Mm-hmm.
At disadvantage. Right between my legs. You got it?
What?
So I already have because I'm still big, right?
Yeah, you have 2 levels of exhaustion. Currently.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Mm. So I added the 2 levels of exhaustion. It's still having me roll advantage. Is that okay? Or
I think because doesn't the second level give you disadvantage on ability checks?
Yeah.
Second level speed is
Oh,
half.
speed. Yeah.
Oh,
He's fine.
no, yeah, you're just slow.
Movement
So,
Oh
is
yeah,
dragon mass.
22.
22. Is that good?
Yeah. Yeah, you managed to pick it up.
All
It's
right.
like gigantic and fucking heavy. Of course, you're big at the moment, so it's not as ridiculous. But yeah, so yeah, you're able to pick it up.
I'm like,
Oh, did that dead half dragon have anything on him?
Oh,
Did we search that one?
Way back over here
I
ish.
think he may have run, he may have just run past him actually, yeah.
yeah, he got squished a couple of times. He's fine. That guy actually had nothing on him. Yeah, he's what you call the have-nots.
so I have the big shield.
Yeah, I mean it's massive. Like you have to carry it. Like it's
Right.
it's fucking huge.
Like,
You know, I mean,
hey
it's
guys,
like,
look at me, I'm a big fire giant.
yeah. So the
And now
thing,
I'm
yes,
fucking
I mean,
dead.
yeah. So I mean, the shield's like it's probably like 16 feet long, and probably 6 feet wide, and very thick, big.
Yeah, Nico be like, oh, another fire giant. Oh, Boomer, you have me going there.
Nope, it's just
Have
me.
going. Oh, you have me going, Boomer. Ah.
Boomer's carrying the next drawbridge.
This is our boat.
Is it still on fire?
What's up?
Is the shield still on fire too?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's actually a super good point. Let me go ahead and roll a couple of d6.
Look, ow!
Same team.
9. Go ahead and take 9 fire damage as your fucking hands start to sizzle.
Well, I mean, would he really be holding on to this if he realized it was still burning him?
He's pretty tired.
He's pretty tired. He's pretty dumb.
I wouldn't put him as dumb. I would put him as stubborn, and he has an idea of what he wants, and a little pain isn't going to stop him.
Right. He's gonna show that fire giant. He's not so strong. He's not so tough. Of course, the fire giant actually they wield 2 shields at a time.
Well, I dropped this shield on the dead fire giant's face.
Ah.
No, he should have disadvantage. That's a level 1. You get disadvantage on ability checks.
What the fuck, Ryan?
No, I'm saying you shouldn't be picking it up, so you shouldn't be burned.
He still tried.
Ah! There's disadvantage on figuring that out.
Yeah. So yeah, actually, you attempted to pick it up, burned your hands, and went whang! Ow!
All right, let's keep moving. We know you're
Question,
strong, Boomer.
Gaston, can you? You're muted, but Gaston.
Ryan, when's your birthday?
Day before Christmas.
Oh, okay. I was going to get you a same team T-shirt.
Gaston, have you got any means to moisten Skippy?
Yes.
Yes,
I do.
I bet Abigail does. What up?
I have a variety of lubricants that we could use to seal the moisture in.
Sounds good.
Okay. I'll go ahead and lube Skippy up to make sure she doesn't lose too much moisture.
Maybe
Oil is oil, as
Yeah,
we
yeah, not
discussed
oil.
earlier.
It's not oil based, right? Can I check the ingredients first?
Look, here you go. Whoosh. Oh shit.
Kerosene. Yep, that'll do.
I
And,
don't feel the
can-
flavor in.
Can we give some to Boomer's hands?
Some
My
people
hands are
say
fine.
I'm not listening to Boomer at the moment. He's too tired.
You're too tired. Your opinion doesn't matter.
You've just burnt your hands. We know what's better. Don't make me do anything with your butt.
this is a non-water soluble lubricant.
That might mean that it's flammable.
Does that mean it's oil based?
That's as detailed as we got. It does say that can heal minor irritations and abrasions. It makes the skin softer, smoother, and whiter.
I think I'll just take some water at the moment while we're here, if that's all right.
Fine.
That sounds oily to me.
Yeah.
I was just thinking it was a whole bunch of like Neosporin or something.
Yeah, like Vaseline or something. Vaseline's not flammable, is it? Or is it? I don't know. It'll probably melt.
It's
Oh no,
petroleum
it
based.
catches on fire.
Oh, okay. Don't
Not
rub
that
that on
I've
me.
set it on fire before or anything, but it does catch on fire.
I'm just saying there was a diaper changing incident that went horribly wrong. It went south
Ed
fucking
screamed
fast.
for
Who says
hours.
you can't stuff a cigar out in the dark first?
Fucking dark.
You have a bucket or something you can sit
Oh,
in,
sorry,
Skippy?
what's wrong with me? That's the line. That's basically
Apparently,
probably-
Vaseline is not flammable.
Oh.
I could probably get the cloak of billowing to like turn into something bucket shaped that I could splash around in for a couple of seconds.
It's a cloak, not this queen.
I'll prop it up against a rock, make a little boat, hold it around me, get Gaston to pour water in, and then like
I'm just gonna
hug it.
Nico will just be looking at you like,
Boomer's just gonna raise his hand.
You're right, Boomer.
Can we go to sleep?
sleep, we're already just getting started.
Shut up, Nico! I go fucking sleep.
I thought you were just getting warmed up, Boomer.
Can we splash some water in Boomer's face?
So just after you wrap your cloak around yourself, just slap him in the face with it. Just right across his mouth.
In the old locker room.
Yeah, little
Yeah.
rat tail,
Woohoo!
little snap.
Look lively, Boomer.
I imagine Boomer's got like the big like dark circles under his eyes.
Yeah.
Hey, Skippy, do you happen to have any clothing you can wear? Because we can soak your clothing and you'd last a little bit longer.
Well, I was thinking about that for the cloak. I'm usually wearing some form of clothing. I think I'm wearing common clothing at the moment.
Hey, does anybody have a sack?
Have a what?
A burlap sack? Canvas sack, you know?
Could get in there.
Gaston used to carry some, but I think he's currently
Oh, yeah.
carrying all the precious metals and gems from the Earth
Mm.
elemental plane.
I mean, I
Nico-
did have a bag, but it turned into a sack of stone. Just saying, that's two uses now that could have been helpful in.
Nico's got a ball gown.
You can borrow my
Yeah.
if you want.
I got a kilt.
Yeah, wrap yourself in Boomer's kilt. Oh,
Yeah.
you're like,
Poisonous.
you're like, oh, Gaston, did you get this wet? Gaston's all, no. Why is it so moist?
I could get in the. I'll happily get in the ball gown.
I really like fighting.
Oh.
You could also, Skippy, while Boomer's large, you could also climb up into his second beard.
Oh.
Is that moist?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure he gets me.
Oh, it is. It
There's some
is.
real good killing in that.
Yeah,
This is
it is. It is moist and vast.
I think given how tired Boomer is at the moment, I don't think I want to be getting too close to somewhere he could easily like just splat down on.
Oh.
Sure.
It's
But
fair.
I'll bear it in mind for future moist requirement times.
Yeah, on my way over to find something to make ooh, do the fire giants have any cloth we can wrap Skippy in?
No, but you could take off one of their boots.
That'll work. Take off a boot.
Go ahead and give me who's taking the boot off?
Somebody bigger than the shoelace.
Boomer,
Right.
wrap your hands in something, Boomer.
Boomer can take the boots off. Boomer can take one of the boots off.
Oh, before Boomer takes the boot off, I'll slap him with a nice 5th level spell to remove a layer of exhaustion.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
So while they're doing that, can I be feeling over here for traps and stuff on the ground?
Remember, stamp harder.
Stamp. No trap here. Stamp.
Yeah. Felix, go ahead and give me a let's see, how are you checking?
Like kind of just feeling and on all fours, just kind of crawling.
Could you bring Jeff back and get him to check for you?
Face
Huh?
full of lava. Anyone?
Yes, if you could bring Jeff back and have him just
Walk up and down.
step on all the squares.
I mean, if we're sitting here for 10 minutes, sure.
Yeah.
We gotta soak
I mean, if
Skippy
we're-
for a little while.
Sitting here for 10 minutes, we might as well be sitting here for 8 hours. Just saying.
It is oppressively hot. I will say that none of you are comfortable. It's very fucking hot.
Does Nico disbelieve the heat still?
Yeah. Nico's just sitting there, just standing there against the wall, just like drinking. He's going, so cold. so cold. Just like pouring with sweat. His hair, like lank hair, sort of stuck to his face. Just like, so cold.
All right.
Did you actually believe that?
Do you actually believe that you're cold?
So cold. Oh, I'm pretty fucking cold, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, you're freezing.
No, I can't actually roll that high.
Is that-
Yeah, no, I can't. 21's the highest I can roll.
Does Nico's like belief make any of the rest of us any colder?
No, 'cause- no. Well, so I mean, he's still standing there like pouring sweat. So I mean,
Pouring sweat, like so cold. Right off, like just like trying to wrap my cloak around my. That actually makes me even hotter. Because I'm like actually convinced myself I am cold, so I'm like
trying to conserve
wrapping
heat.
myself.
Yeah. So, Felix, give me an investigation check as you're checking the stones.
17.
Yeah, you find this stone right here. The stone seems like when you're sort of you're kind of feeling on it a little bit, and get a little tap, and the sound is different on this particular stone.
Okay. Everyone, watch out here. I'll just grab one of these little rocks and put 5 in like an X pattern.
I will send him using my mage hand. I'll send him some chalk so he can circle it in white and put an X across it.
Gently.
Take the biggest drop
Look
you
at-
can find and drop
Considering
it
all
on
the
the
rubble,
right
you might
on
miss it, but a big white chalk would be pretty clear.
Let's see. Do I have anything? No, I don't have anything. We can do this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How many gallons is a giant's boot?
How many gallons is the boot? It's probably, I don't know, man. It's pretty fucking big. It's probably like 30 gallons.
Wow, bath time.
Yeah, I mean it's a big ass like iron boot.
Yeah, I'd
I'm
say
gonna
it's
have,
like the equivalent of like a big barrel.
Yeah,
have
like I mean
Boomer
it's
put it
big.
up on the side because I'm only going to burn a first level slot for it, so it's only going to get 10 gallons.
So I'm like gonna slip down into the toe,
Or the heel.
either way, whichever
Yeah.
way.
May we drink the water, some water first before we soak the frog.
Ah,
Wait,
Wait, you don't
wait,
carry
wait.
water?
You drink water? That's weird.
Oh, wait, how many people actually carry water other than Gaston? Wow, that's a show of hands I was expecting.
yeah.
All carrying
We-
some, I'm sure.
I'm still carrying some holy water.
That counts.
So yeah, I have 9 flasks of holy water on me.
I'm sure there's some water in me second beard.
Just
That's
Boomer's
not-
all
that's
I
not
can
water.
contribute, just rings it out.
Oh,
That's not water.
It's water, it's salt water.
It's water adjacent. Yeah. So I'll fill up the 10 gallons of liquid in the boot for Skippy to swim in and rehydrate.
Yep.
thank you.
So yeah, Skippy, you tilt the boot up so the water collects down the hill. You climb up the boot, slide down in there, splash around the boot. I mean, it smells a little funky in there, but it's not too bad.
When Skippy gets out, I'm gonna soak my tabard in it and give it to Skippy to wear.
Cool. Thanks.
I'll soak the ball down in it and give it to Skippy too.
Skippy's like, I can't put everything on, man. Which one goes first? Ball gown first and then tabard, maybe?
Yes, tabard always goes on the outside, so Ogma's symbol is visible to all.
But it's covering up
She
my
puts it on
lovely
inside
ball
out,
gown.
backwards.
So
Cloak.
this is Ogma gear, so even if you're totally drunk and put it on inside out and backwards, it's still designed in such a way that Ogma's symbol is clearly visible.
Yeah.
The cloak of billowing is trying to like cover it up as much as possible.
In so doing, it forms the symbol of all.
Yeah. It's trying to cover it up. Yeah. That is a well-designed tapper. All right. So yeah, Skippy is now suitably moistened.
I'm gonna tie the ball gown at the bottom in a little, like, so it's not dragging on the floor too much.
Right. Tied into like little pants, little pant legs. Yeah, don't step on your gown. You tie it up. Abigail helps you out. Sort of make it helps you to adjust it so that you're not dragging on the floor or anything.
He'll be like, hey, careful. Like, don't tear it. No.
It has sentimental meaning.
Abigail's very gentle.
Abigail blushes when you say this. Still getting flashes of memory from the night before.
Oh, I'm gonna have Krish up with me. He's gonna help me look at the floor.
Oh yeah, Krish is good scout.
Yep. Yeah. So he's. Oh, you want to have him go ahead and look?
Yeah.
Drow are natural trap binders, right?
Let's see how he does.
I'll show him like what that one sounded like.
Right.
And like, yeah.
And you're like, try and find some more that sound like this.
Yep. And I'll hand him the chalk.
Do you know what makes it really fun is if you close your eyes.
Yeah. You can hear better.
You want the force. He goes forward and he manages to find another one up here. There we go.
Cool.
He manages to find another one right there. All right, good work, Krish. Lead the way. And Nico will follow him.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Nico will follow Krish up to the exit of the.
So you come up here and you see there's a path that you can go either to the left or to the west or to the east.
Well, the path to the west looks like there's a lot of lava there.
There's a river, so there's a flow. There's some lava that's flowing down. It's sort of this like a 5 foot wide trench, and it comes to a 5 foot wide. It's flowing down like this into sort of a T that flows out to either side. But there is ways that you can walk to either side of it.
Okay, I'll send my familiar down, I guess.
Okay.
Does it
Why not send
look
your
kind of
familiar
like
down the non-lava way?
We're supposed to be following the path of the elements.
yeah, does the lava pool look kind of portally?
Does it look portly?
Yeah, go ahead,
Fucking
jump in
fat
and tell me if you go to a new world.
Krish, jump in and see if you teleport somewhere.
Jump into it, you will leave
Does it
this
look
plane of
portly? I just
existence.
said portly.
Portally.
Oh, I thought you said, does the lava look portly? I was like, you fat shaming my lava? Fuck you. Yeah. How many times your lava go to the gym? Bet your lava couldn't run a marathon. Lava runs slow as shit. Yeah, so your familiar. What is that?
So it can stay within that far and still communicate with me.
Oh, here. How far?
100 feet.
All right, here. I'll put that up. You go ahead and move your what have you.
Well, he can. Oh.
All right. So when he gets there, you notice the thing it senses there are three things that are flying around and they're screaming gibberish.
Sounds cool.
Like any language or like literal gibberish?
It sounds like gibberish to you. It's a mixture of both. So wait, how can you can see through it?
If I use an action, yes.
Okay, are you looking through it now?
Yeah, sure. If we're sitting
Yeah,
there, yeah.
okay, so you see flaming skulls. 3 flaming skulls that are flying around, and you also see this room is full of fucking gold. And alt treasure, you see there's a shit ton of stuff in here.
What do you see?
Inside the lava?
What do you see, Felix?
What's up?
Inside the lava?
It's around the lava.
Oh,
So
okay.
in the middle, there's a pool of lava in the middle, and all around it, there's just a shit ton of gold.
What's that thing?
Yeah, you see every now and again, because you're watching and you're kind of watching the skulls and they're flying around and they're just they're like just screaming gibberish shit and they're on and they're flaming, they're on fire. And then you see there's every now and again, like you're looking at the treasure and everything, but out of the lava, every now and again you see what looks like a tendril of lava will loop out of the lava and then sort of back down, or like some of the lava will kind of come up and then go back down into it in different places.
Like a solar flare?
It looks it's not quite, it looks solid. Like it looks like,
oh great,
like a piece of lava, kind of comes up and it moves around a little bit and then it'll go back down. Sometimes you'll see like a loop.
Okay. Is the bat able to come back without being noticed?
As long as it doesn't go any farther than that, yeah.
All right. I would like to blink it into its pocket dimension. And yep, we're not going to be going that way.
What's down there, Felix?
Do you remember the Amber Temple?
Yep.
Remember that skull that was throwing a bunch of fireballs at us?
Oh,
Yeah, fuck that
yeah,
thing.
I remember that.
It looks almost exactly like one of those.
Well, there's 3 of them in there.
Oh, man.
And there's a huge lake of lava.
Wow. Okay. Well, I guess we go the other way. Lead on, Chris.
And then the bat comes back and is here now instead of where it was at.
Felix fucking judiciously doesn't tell you.
Oh, there's a giant pile of treasure. Which way we go?
Yeah,
You can
there was
insight
some
that as well.
omission of information.
I have no reason to doubt him. Probably.
I was telling the truth that there was 3
Yeah.
flaming skulls in there.
True.
And the lake of lava, you just didn't ask what else was in there.
Go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, just as you guys are, you make it to the portal, just as you're about to go through, go, oh yeah, there's shit ton of treasure. And fucking shove him. Yeah.
That would be a bad idea. He's rogues, and rogues do rogue BS. So you tell him when you land on the other side.
Right. Oh man, I can't believe we left all that treasure behind. Wait, what?
I use fancy footwork to teleport back to the treasure. Right here. In the 5th paragraph of Fancy Football.
In the case of treasure left behind.
No treasure left behind. It's an ability. See? Right here in my character.
All right. All right, so when you look the other way, so Chris is gonna make a stealth roll. He's gonna try to sneak ahead and do a little scouting up ahead.
I'll go with him.
You're gonna go with him?
Yeah.
Make sure that one of you comes back.
Well, but if only one of us is coming back, then I got stealth advantage. If only one of us is coming back.
That's a 4.
Can I help it?
So you guys were like, Nico, you're kind of behind him. Chris is like, he wants to be useful.
Yeah.
Is what he wants to do.
He doesn't know how useful his potential is.
Right. He charges ahead. Go ahead and start. Not that one.
Don't want to be showing up.
Right. So he charges ahead a little bit, trying to be sneaky, but he trips on some bones that are up ahead. There's a clatter of bones, and he trips and falls. The rest of you are sort of looking. Nico's like, Nico goes, what? That just like melds into some shadow.
Yeah.
He trips. He goes down, and you hear a very gruff voice go, "Hur!" Boomer, you understand some of this. It's in Dwarven, and it's similar to it's like if someone's like like the different Nordic languages talking to each other, like there's some words that are in common, but they're not exactly the same.
Like Hawaiian and Samoan.
Yeah. Wait, are those? I don't know. Are those similar?
Similar but different.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So like that, where you like they sound like there's a lot of the same sounds, and some of the words like they sound very similar, but they're a little bit off. Oh yeah, same weight in the bones of the language. Yeah.
The language density.
The language, yeah, the language density, very information dense, yeah, and and so yeah, you hear this gruff voice say, it's a little bit broken to you, but the gist of it is, what the hell are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. You're coming with me. There is some sounds of some scuffling, and then there's a sound what sounds like a watermelon being smacked.
Nice.
And then the scuffling stops, and then you hear a dragging sound.
Do I see any of this?
A dragging sound or a dragon sound?
Dragging.
Okay, good.
It could be a dragon being drugged though.
Nico, yeah, you're sort of in the corner there, and you go, oh shit, yeah, you see this thing smack him with like this big iron cudgel, just boom, club him on the back of the head, and
is it just him I can see, or is there anyone else around?
all you can see is this guy right here.
I relay to the rest of the group like that. I understood that, and it's like kind of like Dwarven.
So I'll like quickly message Boomer and say, Boomer, can you tell me how you can say? How do you say? Hey, over here in Dwarven.
Oh.
I'll use minor illusion over here to say after all, like make it sound as if it's like
Do you do like a super like stereo, like a racially offensive like dwarven voice?
Oh yeah,
When
like
you do it, yeah.
Can it like it? I mean, yeah, it's kind of like hey over here,
yeah,
but it really is like more like hey asshole.
yeah, yeah. So it's
Hey,
like,
pendejo.
Right.
you can't drown your fool, you ever want. Like,
Right.
Yeah, like that level of like.
Yeah, it's very yeah, you're
like that's Egyptian.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Over behind this rock pile over here.
Over here. Yeah. So yeah, you go ahead and do that. Yeah, you do, and it's offensive. Like your dwarven voice is
completely believable for Nico speed.
yeah. All right, so let's see. Is this guy? Let's see. How does he believe it? There we go.
I'll give a performance. There we go.
Yeah.
Let's see how offensive it is.
So how well did Chris
Approximately
take that hit with the cudgel?
21 offensives.
Wow.
What's up?
I was asking how well Chris took that cudgel.
He's still Nico. You can tell he's still alive, but he's unconscious.
Yeah.
I'll message Nico like, if you could kill Chris cleanly right now, I have eyesight on him. That'd be okay.
Duly noted. Like, I guess. Boomer, do you want to come up here and like try and talk some sense into this guy before I murder him?
He believes. So yeah, he looks over there and he goes, oh, and he drops Krish where he is and starts moving over towards the rock pile.
And then I pop out. And I'm like, hey buddy, what's up?
He turns he turns towards you and he goes, "Was it?" But now it's you sound different. Obviously, you
sound less offensive.
You sound less offensive. So yeah, he sees you. The rest of you, I'm assuming, you sort of pull back a little bit.
And I'm giant, right?
Yeah, you're still big. You probably got like another 10 minutes or so on your big. Yeah, so you so he sees you go over and he goes, who are you? You're not Duergar.
Why not? You Duergar? Maybe I be Duergar. Big Duergar.
He looks at you, looks you up and down, and he goes, "No, Duergar. This not place for you."
Okay.
Okay.
That's fair.
You leave.
Okay. Which way out?
And he points back behind you. He's like, that fucking not this way.
Oh. That way blocked off. Need new way.
He looks at you and he shrugs. He goes, you fix it then. You not come this way. You don't belong here. Give me a stealth check.
21.
Yeah.
Bet I can move more boulders than you can.
He looks at you and he laughs. He laughs and he goes, given the size of you, probably. But I know leave here. You leave here.
Skippy's gonna get an arrow ready while I hear this conversation going on.
So while you're
Well-
sneaking around him, and you notice there's a large number of bones, you kind of step over Krish, and then you look this way as you're sneaking around behind him, and you see that there are these small red dragon, like small red dragon looking things. They're sort of drakes, and you see two what look like younger red dragons that are sleeping on the ground here.
I will message the rest of the group. Guys, we might not want to
Hey.
make too much of a scene. We got some dragons back here. Just saying.
Cool.
Dragons! Yeah!
Best noise.
You
Best noise.
All right,
You
maybe
don't
don't
have
kill
to
Chris.
leave.
Just drag him back to us, please.
Like, can I pull out like a flask or something and be like, look, you work pretty hard. Like, why don't you come help me move some boulders? Show me how strong you are, unless you're not strong enough.
Finally, Boomer gets to use this on someone.
Is this the pot calling the kettle black?
He looks at you and he says, I can't play now. Obviously, like, that's not what he said, but that's sort of how it translates to you. I can't play now. Working. A Chardalon not be pleased if I am gone.
Ask him if he
What
can
your
set up a
name?
Meeting with the Chardalon. We come to pay tribute to a Chardalon. Tell him that.
What your name?
He says, hold on, Dean's got to think of a name.
Yeah.
I am disposable.
So, hey guys, from now on, we need to ask the name of every NPC just to fuck with it.
He says, I am Gorash.
Nice to meet you, Gorosh. I am Boomer. I respect your strength. Bah!
You punch him,
I respect his strength.
right? So yeah, you come up and you fucking slug him good. Give me an attack roll.
Got it. Hmm. 23.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Are you respecting his strength?
Go ahead and roll damage.
Mm.
Plus your D4.
Eight.
Yeah. So yeah, you slug him pretty hard. He stumbles back. He stumbles back a little bit, and he says, I haven't been shown such respect in a while.
Mm.
And he steps forward to return the favor. I mean, obviously you're pretty tall, so I mean,
I'll lean down.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
you lean down. He's gonna go ahead and give you a try to return the favor. Ooh, yeah, he misses your chin and just like fucking slugs you in the gut.
All right. I'm here to pay respects,
There we go.
give tribute. Maybe
Give tribute.
help out Boomer.
And he says, you've come to pay a Chardalon?
Very far, very long.
This you not Duergar, but this is a smart move. A Chardalon is strongest.
Tell them that you have friends here who also wish to pay.
He says, you have brought tribute?
Yes, you saw. You hit it.
He says, what? Oh, and he looks over at the unconscious body of Chris. Says, this your tribute? You bring this to a Chardalon?
Yes, had more, but died.
Yes, the pointy-eared ones are weak. I'm surprised you had one make it at all.
Look down at Chris like, sorry, buddy.
Yeah, you're pissed off. You hear Nico hears this and just immediately starts going through his pockets.
Yeah,
Like,
so-
well, no sense yet. No sense fucking leading into this.
I have to
Yeah,
thank you for snatching it up for me.
He says, it run from you?
I was popping a squat.
Ah. They are untrustworthy and sneaky.
Took advantage at my weakest state.
He looks over and spits towards Krish.
Yeah.
He says, I hope you have brought more for a Chardalon. This a pretty paltry gift.
Remind Boomer that we have 3 bags of metal and gems.
Boomer, tell him about the gold you're carrying, right?
Brought some metal and gems too.
At this, his eyes light up. He says, this. Now you are dwarf. Not Duergar, but you are dwarf. Of course, these are good gifts. The pointy-eared garbage, well, it's
figured blood
it's-
tribute.
Sure. So you're here to swear allegiance to a Chardalon.
Of course.
Smart.
Gaston looks and Gaston hears that and goes, "What? No!" In Boomer's head, not out loud, but in Boomer's head.
Right.
No, not swearing allegiance. We're here
Yes,
to
Boomer.
show respect and get a passage. We're not swearing allegiance to a Chardalon. We already all swore allegiance to Ogma.
What?
You were drunk. It's fine. I have it in documents. You don't worry about it.
Have you got my signature? What?
No, your bloody thumbprint. You were unconscious. You couldn't sign it, but you did agree to it.
A Charlon. You think Charlon
Sounds
help
like
us
tea.
go to airplane? Want to pick fight?
He says, yeah.
Have score to settle.
Oh, bad magic there. You sure you go there?
Oh yeah.
Not much earth. No iron. But you have a score to settle. You have kills to make. I understand. A Chardalon may understand. A Chardalon understands debt and honor. So, you wait here. I will go.
Boomer, tell him you have a party with you, so he doesn't freak out when we.
You want to be introduced to my servants?
He says, you have others to carry the tribute. I wonder where it is. I don't think you hide it under your kilt.
Yeah, come out.
You say this out loud?
Yes. Quit hiding.
So yeah, you call to your servants.
Yeah.
We
No,
can't
I'm doing-
understand this, though, right?
I think Gaston, you
Gaston
speak
probably
Dwarvish,
can,
right?
yeah.
Oh yeah, and Gaston's
Yeah.
okay with being called a servant. You know, a little role play is good for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Oh, gross.
Yep. So yeah, they all step out. He looks and takes a step back, and he's like kind of eyeing them, and he says, "Do you step out at this point?
Yeah, I'll step out. So go, oh!
Do you go back this way and step out, or do you step out behind?
Yeah, I'll come out. Wait.
Over here?
Yeah. Oh, I'll come out with a great bow to Boomer. Oh, mighty mountain king, have you brought us to the greater Chardonnay to give tribute?
At this, so he'll look at
Backhand,
you.
Nico.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Go ahead and roll.
Speak when spoken to, whelp.
Do you hit him? Like, is this pretend hit him, or do you like hit him?
Well, no, I mean, I respect Nico's strength now, so
Right. Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage for me
yeah.
with the D4.
Gaston's planning on making Nico to stone again so he can fix the teeth.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
10.
So I'll dodge half of that. But can I make it look like it's like 10 times worse?
Yeah.
Like throwing myself against the wall and like
Yeah. Give me before. Yeah. Boomer says. Yeah. Boomer's like, next time I'll use my rings.
16.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. So yeah, you.
Oh,
I mean, it's a little like Star Trek
yeah, oh,
originally,
yeah.
you know, like you know, but it's pretty decent.
Oh,
Yeah, you.
sorry, mighty noble mountain king.
Yeah, I mean, it's you don't have to fake a small trickle of like blood that comes out of your nose. So, yeah, you don't have to fake that, as it turns out. 5 total, yeah, or 5 is the half, yeah. And you, yeah, so you get, you know, Boomer backhands you. You know, luckily, he doesn't use the full like Ho Chi Minh double back bitch slap of death, but like,
Star Trek two-handed.
yeah. But he does. But yeah, you feel it. The door. So Grosh will look like he looks this and he nods in approval, and he says, the elves never learn. I see you keep them in their place.
Mm.
And he looks back and he sees he gets a look at Felix and Skippy, and he goes, What are those?
These are my pets.
Meow.
Yeah. He goes. He looks over and he looks at Felix. He goes, "That one looks sick."
Yeah.
Is
not
it
not long for this world.
It's old in cat years.
But
contagious?
strong.
So Felix, you respect his strength.
These are also gifts. These are also gifts for a Chardonnay?
No. These come with me to help settle score. Think last adventure for Kitty Cat.
Oh, sacred then.
Yes.
I see.
Meow.
To burn out the
He going too far.
Upstate?
Mm, with
Probably
other
not
kitty
upstate.
cats.
Going to the
Really.
the great cat
He's going to the
Right.
deep south. Deep south.
Deep south. Deep south.
6 foot deep. So.
We're talking 8 layers down. 8 layers down south. He looks at Skippy and he says, "What is that? Is that for food?"
No.
And when Skippy like realizes they're talking about, I'll do my little like jig.
Yeah, look.
And he looks. He says, "Ah, it's some sort of construct. Doesn't seem alive."
Is a gift.
Ah.
It
Can I
makes
walk
me
up
happy.
and start
Oh,
coughing?
so when you say this, he goes, "Ah, for a Shardalon. This also gift."
No, this was a long. This was my gift to someone gave it to me.
Ah,
It
And
was
now it
designed
makes
as
me
a back
happy. It
scratcher.
dances.
It's a little more
Ah.
aggressive than initially designed, though.
does it wind? Do you wind it up?
Kind of.
Pretty easily.
It's got a stick. That buzzes.
Ah. And he looks and says, "What about that one look? That one look like a fire caller. That elf there, she fire caller?" He's pointing at Abigail.
Oh,
Something's burning.
yes.
Whispered his head. She's there to help you get your revenge. She knows where they are.
That's
She's your guide to get you to your revenge.
She's going to trap the air elemental.
yeah,
Maybe we
all
could-
those
maybe
things.
Maybe we could bring one back for a shard alarm.
So what do you say to him? You got a bunch of people just fucking nattering in your head. Boomer's like,
It's like, you ever seen the Crystal Maze, like the game show where someone goes into like a room with like a puzzle, and then there's all the rest of the team like shouting through.
Yeah.
No, move it to the left. No, pick it up. Don't pick it up.
It's like The Price is Right. Just fucking everybody's shouting.
Someone's just sitting there like, oh.
Yes, fire caller. Yes, bring her here. Help settle score.
Oh, I see. So you will be coming back here after you go?
Maybe.
This is good.
Oh,
If you swear allegiance, and wait, yeah, he looks and says, "Well, not all of you, obviously."
obviously. I mean, no, all of us will be coming back.
Yeah, you have like big eye, and yeah, he looks at you and he goes, "Oh, of course." He says, yes, so you will go and slay many of the air beings in the name of a Shardalon,
Yes.
and then bring back trophies as tribute to a Shardalon.
Yes, and we will even capture one and enslave it.
For a Shardalon.
For a Shardalon in spirit. I will enslave it on my ship and fly it around and will yell from the rooftops of my ship, Shardalon, and fuck you, air elemental.
I see. So you have a ship for a Shardalon?
No, it might.
But you swear allegiance to a Shardalon, yes?
Yep.
So Chardalon owns you and everything.
Can I
No,
just snap this guy's neck?
Oh yeah, I mean you can dungeon that dragon, man.
All right.
Oh, but we're doing so well.
Send Boomer in to negotiate. This is what happens.
Yeah, Boomer's all fuck it.
Enough talking.
Let me respect the strength of your neck.
Yeah.
Are you just gonna hit him with your axe, or what are you gonna do?
I
I'm
want to
just
do like the
Chardalon.
Bane thing where like I have my hands on his shoulders and I'm like, yes, all is for a Chardalon.
Yeah.
All is for a
Yeah. So yeah, you step forward and you put your hands on him. You put your hands on his shoulders, and you're saying the right words, and he's like, yeah. He seems to have like relaxed a little bit. And then you put your hands on him, and
I feel bad because he seemed like a cool guy.
I mean he just works here. But yeah, you put your hands on him. Go ahead and give me
I can't believe you
just
killed the Walmart guy.
give me an attack roll. Give me an attack roll with advantage, as he didn't see
Okay.
this coming.
Just an
Walmart
unarmored
security
attack.
guy got his neck snapped.
Yeah, just give me an attack roll,
So you're
Like a-
joining the union, right?
like a melee attack roll.
Okay. $19.
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, so you grab him, and then you grab him. Yeah, you grab him by the neck, hoist him up. So you lift him up, so you're looking at him like right in the eye, and you just start squeezing.
Yes, Boomer.
And
Do
I'm like,
it.
go sleep, go sleep, go sleep.
Gaston will
yeah,
repeat
so-
that.
What's up?
Go to sleep, go to sleep. Gaston's going to repeat that. Go to sleep, go to sleep. Word of command, sleep.
To Boomer?
No, to the dwarf.
I'm already casting the spell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Boomer's casting it pretty good. So yeah, Boomer, you keep squeezing. You see his tongue pop out, his eyes bulge out, and he's like, and the look in his eyes is, obviously a little bit panicked, but is confused. Like he's legitimately doesn't know why you're doing this, and he's like trying to grab your hands, and you just keep squeezing, and then eventually Gaston says, command word sleep. He hears that. What's he got to make, Gaston?
18 wisdom.
We'll do that at disadvantage as he's being choked. Four. So yeah, he goes to sleep, and then so he doesn't. Mercifully, he's not awake for the last moments. So he goes to sleep, like his head sort of lolls to the side, and Boomer, you continue to squeeze, and then you hear this click.
Well, let's see how peaceful his eternity is.
Hey, you leave him alone.
Good job. Good job, Felix.
No, not good job.
You're gonna shake the staff at him.
Felix, are you gonna try to?
No, no.
Ooh, it's gonna be chilly in here.
Yeah. Boomer, as you're holding him, his spirit becomes visible as it slowly slides out of his body, and frost begins to form on your hands, and he has this like very hurt look on his face, like this very confused and hurt look on his face as he's staring at you.
Sorry.
You, Felix, you hold the staff up. You're behind Boomer. You hold the staff up, and frost is forming over your hands, Boomer. Before it gets to him, though, fire, this ethereal fire, bursts forward from the Durgar and stops the ice cold, and the soul slowly drifts backwards all the time, like just keeping an eye lock with you, and just like, and he starts mouthing "why," just over and over again. He's just staring at you in the face, just going, "Why?"
It
Why?
wasn't personal.
As the soul drifts backwards, and eventually fades and is gone.
Well,
Gaston looked
after the
over
last race,
at-
the Druagar weren't that fair. So Felix has kind of a poor taste left in his mouth from that race. So
That's understandable. This guy was
Yeah,
fine though.
Gaston
I feel
looks
bad for
over
killing him.
yeah.
then why did you kill him?
Gaston
Well,
looked at
you know,
Felix.
he was asking a lot of questions, and you know, I panicked, and I don't do good under pressure.
I just like looking at Boomer like, do you know what? That's like, I'm proud of you, Boomer. That's the longest you've gone without killing someone in a conversation for a long time. Like, you do great
Yeah,
job.
it was really hard. I don't know how you guys do that all the time. I just
Felix, did Chris survive?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, he was unconscious and everybody was watching this interaction. I'm asking you, did Chris survive?
Oh, no.
Right. Did you like, girl, let me just put this down here on his trachea, push a little bit.
Yep.
Nice.
And then let's do a 6th level. He doesn't get to save anything on this one.
Yep. Oh, so you did murder him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Felix murdering.
Not good.
And then harvesting his soul.
Not good.
And do any of us notice, or I guess we're all distracted by
Everybody was distracted by Boomer suddenly picking this guy up and choking it. Felix just very quietly murdered this dude and stole his soul.
Skippy's there like,
Oh, I guess we're not dancing anymore.
different kind of dance.
All right,
Yeah.
so Felix, what are you casting on him?
Soul cage.
Nice. How does this look?
I get to snatch the soul of a humanoid as it dies and trap it inside a tiny cage that's hanging on the end of my shepherd's crook.
Yep. So yeah, this cage of sort of permafrost ice forms on the end of your hook. It's dangling there, and there's this softly glowing purple light.
All right, I have his soul for the next 8 hours.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see. Like, I'll just look over and be like, I'll message Felix. I don't want to say it out loud. I'll message him like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
I'm learning.
you've been spending too much time with Gaston. Like, that guy's a bad influence on you.
I'm learning. You're like, oh, what the fuck, Felix? Over here learning some shit.
I'm
all
hoping
right,
to
so-
learn the whereabouts of Yimmick and where he met this Zelbra.
Yeah, I'll wander over to Felix and just start checking, just like subtly checking through Chris's pockets. Just like, yeah, well, I guess he took a pretty solid hit from that northern guy. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, his
Must have
throat
been
was
worse
a
than
little
we thought.
tender from choking on that large piece of food he was trying to eat.
Right.
yeah, like
Right.
dangerous thing, that chewing gum. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, choke on it easily.
Yeah, it's weird that, I mean, it was so big when he swallowed it that his throat caved in.
Yeah.
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 Actually, Ed, I know after the fact, but could I have casted reduce on it before I fed it to him? And then that way I just had to break concentration. And then it was a large piece of food after.
Oh, yeah.
Clever.
Yeah, you can do that.
Clever.
Yeah.
So that way,
Yeah.
like, it looked like, yeah, he tried to eat this large piece of food.
Yeah. Weird. That'll happen, you know?
Carried away.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
throat it's very damaged.
Looks real bad. Looks real bad. Yeah, totally. Yeah. So, Boomer, what do you do with the body after? So, I mean, this thing went ragdoll on you.
I guess I like lay him down and do like a little quick little respectful dwarven thing, like cross his arms and then
Fucking slug him once and then
dip him in some lava.
Do you want to take his body back and dip it in one of the lava things over here?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was like, Boomer, Boomer, wait. We need to show him the proper respect. And I'm like, check the pockets. Make it look like I'm like preparing the body.
Right.
But subtly checking.
In his
for any-
pockets.
Yeah.
Right.
Sam will look at Nico and go, "Why do we even try, man? We know what you're doing. Just go faster."
I just feel like, Gaston, like you'd
You're not
insinuate
hurt, you're
that
acting.
I would take this sacred ritual and use it
Of
for
picking their
material
pockets?
gain.
Mm.
How dare you? How dare you? You should be ashamed of yourself.
Boomer will put his hand on Nico's chest and say, "I may not understand your ways, but I respect them."
Thank you, Boomer. At least someone here has respect for the dead. Gaston. And I'll carry on checking pockets.
Yeah, so you find in one of them, you find this bag. You find this bag of it's like hunks of meat. You also find under his what is it? Like his collar, his canvas. He has there's a collar. Like he has a collar that is actually fused into it. It's a gold collar that's fused into his skin. Yeah.
Boomer, do you think like the dwarves believe in like taking material things with them to the afterlife?
I don't know, Ed. Do they?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They totally do.
Yeah.
I like Let's see. How am I
I
gonna
just feel like standing like. Okay, fine. I'm going to start checking Chris's body out.
So and the collar has it has writing on it.
Oh.
Do you? Yeah.
I mean, Boomer, like there's some writing on here. Does this mean anything to you?
It is not in Dwarven.
It means a lot of things to me.
Gaston, does this?
Why did you go back? Why did you go to Gaston when I said that? Don't you believe me?
Yeah. Well, I mean, what does it mean, Boomer?
Lots of things.
He said, "What's it mean, Boomer?" And maybe
None yet.
Gaston, if you want to jump in there.
Gaston likes like noting down stuff. Maybe Gaston wants to note down what this means.
So Gaston, you sort of sidle up, not trying to be intrusive or you don't want to hurt Boomer's feelings or anything. But you notice the script that it's in is Draconic, and it's old Draconic. And like it's damn near primordial, but still Draconic. And basically, it says this is the property of a Chardalon.
Uh-huh. It says belong to a Chardalon, but in fancy draconic language.
Right. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff in there. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that says like sealed to the eternal flame. A lot of stuff about great torrents of eternal fire. Promises of eternal burning to anyone who would assault the personal property of a Chardalon, blah 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 blah.
I'll be like, Boomer, this said I mean, obviously you know this. This says this man was enslaved by a shard of rock. I think we should remove this. This is like deeply offensive to all dwarves, isn't it? To be a slave.
I don't think he's actually a slave. I think he's property. There's a difference.
Is there, Gaston?
Yeah. Trust me, the costumes are completely different. So is the role play.
Ew.
I just like look at Boomer and like, leave this guy. How many slaves have we freed, Boomer? We know what we're talking about.
Many.
Exactly.
And then they became your slaves.
No, not slaves. We freed them.
No.
We freed them and gave them life work.
Then they
Very,
became property.
very.
You see, there's a difference. They were
Right.
slaves, now they're property. It's different, like Gaston said.
They became property of Nico Enterprises.
Right.
Not
My property, right. It's an LLC, it's a limited liability corporation.
Hmm. I suppose then you should remove it.
Well, if you insist, I mean,
Just as a word of warning, removing it may piss off a Shardalon.
Yes, Nico, you should remove it.
okay.
I would just like to reiterate my warning that removing it may piss off a Shardalon.
What's
I'll
up?
move out of the way.
Gaston would like to reiterate his warning that it might piss off a Shardalon.
Right.
Nico,
Yeah,
you should totally remove this.
Yeah.
Gaston, do you step back?
Oh yeah,
I step
Like-
back as well.
30 feet.
Just be like,
Gaston goes around the corner. Hides
Yeah,
behind
I
the
mean,
shield.
it's thick, like it's a substantial amount.
There's like no obvious like joining point or
No, it's one solid piece and it's fused
I'll-
with his flesh.
I'll go back to wherever distance Gaston went to.
Be like, come on, most respectfully.
You're doing a great
let
job.
Me get out my secondary respect dagger.
Probably end up basically like sawing the guy's head off. To,
Right.
like, get this thing off.
Yeah. So you find that you actually have to break like his clavicle as it's like fused into like the bone and stuff in there.
Yeah, almost got it.
Go ahead and give me a either strength, depending on how you're doing this, either strength athletics or like a sleight of hand check, essentially.
I'm gonna do this like hand.
Gaston writes in his notebook.
But
There
with
is something
strength
else
with
seriously
dexterity.
wrong with this guy.
Either athletics or with sleight, like either trying to, it's a strength task,
Yeah.
but depending on if you're just trying to brute force it or if you're trying to like, yeah, if you're trying to like, do it in a more clever
So
way.
that's like +2 instead of +4.
Right.
Then I've got all the very cool shit on there.
So it'll be -2 to whatever number is
So
on
so a
there.
mere +12
Right.
to this. That's 19.
19. Yeah. So you manage to you do not damage the collar, but you do damage him. The body is like you break, you severely kind of mutilate the body as you're shimmying this thing off.
I can't get over his nose. Just like, yeah.
Just cut that off. There we go. Yeah, like you
know-
damage the you gotta like mangle him pretty good.
As he gets
As soon as
started,
you
can Gaston suggest that he call in the professional and point to Felix?
No,
But I know what I'm doing, Gaston. I'll tell you how to do your job. You stay over there, let me do mine.
I think he looks like he knows what he's doing too.
You're like, I know what I'm doing is you have like 4 daggers stuck in this thing and you got a hammer like going at it as well. Yeah, so you basically mutilate this corpse.
Yeah.
You yank this thing off. As soon as it clears the body, there is a there's a large sort of fiery explosion. I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
It's like, oh fuck. That's a
Nico knew what he was doing.
Nice. Yeah.
29.
Yeah. So you meant, so you
Like,
as this thing's going, as this thing's going off, you go, oh fuck, and you do a backflip, and a roll coming off. You manage to pull the thing free as fire erupts. The entire hall, the entire area rumbles. And you hear the whole hall rumbles, and you think it's an earthquake. You then realize that the earthquake is talking. You realize this is not an earthquake. Gaston, you begin to understand it. It's in very old Draconic, and it's actually something talking. It's not an earthquake, but the sound of it and the immense force of it, it feels like an earthquake. It feels like the whole area that you're in, this whole caldera that you're in, is shaking. It's actually a voice, and it booms out. Who dares? Who dares rob from a Shardalon? Who would dare to come and desecrate? I will burn. I will reduce to ash.
I'll quickly grab the collar and I'll offer it up and say, mighty Shardalon, I come to return your property. Send me return it to you. Just following the instructions.
Following the instructions. It will boom out in common, but a very old form of common. It will say, lies.
No, it says right here. It says it's yours. I'm here to bring it back.
Then you hear another voice that is much higher pitched, no less loud, but much higher pitched, and you hear this the higher voice say, wait, let's not burn them to ash yet. Let's hear what they have to say. And the larger voice says, no, we will not hear their lies. They must burn. And when you, on this last bellow, you hear the lava that's around you roil. And the smaller dragons that are here are now awake.
Oh,
Couldn't leave it alone, Nico.
They're now awake, and they're looking at you, but they're not moving, and they're hissing. And then you hear another voice. You hear that the high-pitched voice say, wait, we can always burn them, but let us wait and hear why they have come. It has been long since anyone has dared these halls, and boldness should not be overlooked.
Mighty Shardalon, we bring tribute.
You see, and they grovel most appealingly. They know their place.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna grovel the hell out of it.
Nico's actually prostrate on the ground.
Oh yeah, let's see how.
Felix is thinking like, gosh, my place would be so much colder right now instead of this hot hellhole.
You're like, mighty Shardalon, we bring tribute.
And he says, the voice says, the large voice says, Hein. Come forward. We'll make it easier to pick what paltry gifts you have brought from your bones. if I can burn you here in front of me. Whelps, move aside. And the smaller dragons, these smaller young red dragons will back up, but still hissing furiously at you. But they'll back up, and they're definitely cowering. And the drakes basically just roll over and kind of piss themselves, like they're like, oh shit. And it says, now come forward. Come to the mighty Ashadalon.
And do we get the sense that it can see us?
Oh, when it begins speaking, all of you feel as if you are being not just watched, but that it's seeing inside of you, and this presence, this voice, this presence it's oppressive, and it's everywhere. Like you can feel the will of this thing pressing against you.
Is it terrifying?
It is.
No, it's in a good way.
At the moment, I mean, you're definitely apprehensive. It's the will is not asserting against you enough to fucking terrify you yet. But you are definitely apprehensive.
Okay, Gaston's turned on a little bit.
I would. I'm just curious if it knew if we gave it its own gold.
Oh, would it know?
Yeah.
You're asking if a dragon would know if you took from its hoard and tried to give it back to it?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll. Give me a nature check.
14.
So with a 14, you know, as a wizard especially, you know that dragon hordes, so dragons are innately magical beings. They are very old, very ancient. There's a lot that's not necessarily understood about them. You do know that, or at least it's rumored, you don't know this specifically, but it's rumored. Skippy, you would know this definitely because you did a shit ton of research when you were trying to study how to kill
Black dragon.
Rotwing. You know that a dragon's hoard, especially if it's been in the possession of the dragon for a very long time, that the hoard itself becomes infused with the dragon's magic.
Okay.
And that it becomes like the hoard becomes almost an extension of the dragon itself. Like they become aware, like it occupies a space in their brain.
I will I'll say on the link, like, don't give it anything that it once owned. It will know and we'll get caught.
Duly noted. I'm still not gonna, but to myself, I'm like, not gonna tell the party about that room of treasure.
Felix is like, hey, you know what? I did a good thing by not saying anything, and I earned an ice cream sandwich. That's what Felix gets. Felix gets an ice cream sandwich when he gets home.
Say, Boomer, bring the tribute.
All right.
I'll cross the arms of Krish and be like, thank you. Goodbye.
Yep.
Bring
did you
the
wanna-
medals and gems.
Did you want to? Is Krish gonna follow you?
No, I don't believe I have anime dead prepared right now. No.
All right, yeah. So you guys are dragging up all the what have you that you have. Yeah. So you feel sort of compelled forward as this dragon is speaking. Like the force of its will is fucking fierce, is awesome to behold. And it says, hurry, come Forward! Interlopers and thieves!
I'm more terrified of, because I see how terrifying this dragon is. I can only imagine how terrifying the whale that he's in league with.
Must be some kind of lava whale.
Some sort of lava whale, you don't know, but it's got to be fucking, it's got to be immense.
Yeah.
I don't know, because that's what I know is that all dragons have whale guardians.
Because behind every terrifying dragon is a whale.
There's a whale. That's what.
Just as you're about to beat the dragon,
Right.
the whale just
Comes in from the side. Yeah, hits you with a chair. That's
Mhm.
he's going for the metal chair.
right. All right. So yeah, you guys move forward. You guys are moving this way.
Felix will grab his staff and be like, Mephistopheles, I don't know if you're listening, but my debt may be called here.
Mephistopheles will contact you in your head, and he goes, "Ooh, mortal, you dare much. So you have ventured into the realm of a Shardalon, and you attempted to steal from a Shardalon."
We're not stealing anything yet.
He says, "Who do you think that soul belonged to?"
Oh no!
I said no.
He says,
Not that soul, the giant fire giant soul.
Oh.
and he says, "Now, if any of this comes back on me, Felix Osiris, I will not be pleased."
Trust me, I don't want you involved in this either.
He says, "Step lightly around the Shadowlon. That old worm has been around a long, long time. And if rumor is true, it's more dangerous than you can imagine. Keep your wits about you, Felix. I'd hate to lose such a very valuable investment." And then,
Me too.
Ditto, fucking ditto. The presence will retreat from you, and like, you know, of course, it's like frost has formed on you and is now starting to melt and steam away.
Must be nice.
I'll just, I'll be up front. Just,
Bowing,
yeah,
genuflecting.
mighty Shardalon, we bring humble tribute to your greatness. Where should we present it?
Forward, worm. Forward. And then you see there. You guys can see up ahead. You see there's a shit ton of kobolds up ahead of you that are cowering back in a way, and they're pointing.
Mighty Shardalon, do you wish us to kill the kobolds?
He says, "You've done enough damage." And the higher voice goes, "No. We can replace some of the losses. It will not be easy, of course, but as I said, boldness must be rewarded."
Hey, Felix is going to take another contract.
Step,
Just signing up to all the mailing lists.
step forward now, quickly.
Question, can you highlight where forward is?
Oh, right over here.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like a nest over here.
You can go that way if you want.
I think I won't. I think now's not the time to explore.
All right.
Well, you see.
I mean, I think that's prudent, but you know, you can Dungeon the Dragon any way you like. So as you step forward, The lava before you, all the kobolds are sort of they're snapping their jaws at you, and they're kind of thrusting some spears, and they're kind of doing a little show. Abigail is standing right next to you, Felix, and she takes your hand in hers, and she squeezes really tight, like she's like, she looks at you, she says, "Are we gonna get through this?"
Time will tell.
Gaston will look over her and say, well, some of us will.
Nico just said, honestly, yeah. But obviously.
Holy shit.
That's a big boy.
What?
Yeah, this looks legit.
So as you step forward, the lava in front of you begins to boil and rumble. And you can see that something immense is rising up out of it. At first, you think it looks like part of the mountain is like coming up through the lava, but then you realize that what you saw, like what you thought was sort of rock and something tectonic, is actually indeed the dragon Ashardalon. It is fucking immense. This dragon is it's larger than anything any of you have ever seen.
Bigger than Askern?
Not in width. Yeah, I mean it's immense. Like this is the kind of thing where you like it's it would be able. I mean, it would be able to wipe like a town the size of Fandolin off the fucking map. Like it would. Like that's sort of the scale that this thing operates on. It crushes towns, not people.
Gaston pipes up audibly. You are fucking amazing. You are a gorgeous, gorgeous dragon. Oh, yeah.
Gaston's just all, woo! The high-pitched voice will say, "Yes, you see, there are some of the mortals alive that still appreciate true elemental beauty and fury." The deep rumbling voice will say, "On your knees."
Sweet. Gaston gets down on his knees.
Skippy will go down
Yep.
graciously.
I'm holding Abigail's hand as we both kneel.
Oh yeah, Abigail. So you have to Abigail is frozen when this thing rises up out of the lava. There's just lava streaming off of this thing, and it speaks. And when it speaks, its eyes are its eyes are just pure fire. And when it talks, just flame and smoke comes out of its mouth. But you notice that its mouth only moves when the deep voice speaks.
But the sound still seems like it's coming from.
Still seems like it's coming from the dragon.
Okay.
Does Skippy know anything about the dragon based on all the reading I did?
Yeah, Skippy, you read Legends of Ashardalon. You know, Ashardalon is a lot of what you read was written as if it was myth. That it wasn't actually this was something that was not really, these are myths and legends that have been passed down. So it was difficult to know sort of what was true and what wasn't, because all of it was written similar to how stories of the gods are written, like that same sort of tone. And so there was a lot of fantastic shit that you read about this thing. And if a tenth of it was true, you know that you are basically in the presence of a god, that level of power.
Cool.
And time of troubles have proven that gods are easier to kill.
Right.
Yeah, Boomer will respectfully bow and go down on one knee.
I respect your strength. Punch.
I respect your strength so much, I'm just gonna leave you alone.
Oh wow, you respect him more than your dad?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Shit's
I think my dad would
getting
agree.
real right now.
Shit's about to get real. And as Chardalon speaks and rises up, there's fire elementals that are moving and swirling around it. And even as it talks, when it breathes fire out, some of that fire is alive, and it actually leaves its mouth and swirls and takes on like a shape and leaves. So I mean, as this thing is just speaking, it's sort of birthing fire elementals.
Yeah, Gaston is pretty much orgasmically happy at this point in time.
A Chardalon looks down upon you and it says, "Why have you come? Why have you stolen from me? Who has sent you?"
Mighty Chardalon, I don't believe it was really you. I will do something that I rarely do to anyone. I'll be honest.
Do you know how to do that?
I don't know.
All right.
I assumed someone was taking your name in vain, and if this is truly yours, I humbly return it and beg your forgiveness. I'll give him like a gold collar, like kind of carved off the body.
Right.
Yes. This is truly yours. I beg your forgiveness and offer this tribute and boomer the gold. And I'm like,
he looks down. Chardalon looks down at you, and its head comes down level with you, and its eyes are. I mean, it's. Nico never really believed in hell, but like now he believes he's staring into the depths of it. And it looks at you and it says, "Why was this removed from my servant? Why was my servant damaged?"
honestly, he was standing between us and our battle with the air elementals.
Are you saying that this, my servant, offered you combat?
He was insisting we had to turn back, and there is nothing that can stop us from our quest to defeat and trap the air elementals and bend them to our will.
Go ahead and roll a deception.
Is that deception?
He did not try to turn you back.
He did. He told us to go around and go back the other way.
Well, yeah, but then when you said, "Oh, I'm offering him tribute," he was like, "Oh yeah, great. You wait here. I'll go get a Chardalon."
Oh yeah.
It's a what?
and then Boomer murdered him.
No. I mean, I just did this. It's not my fault his neck was there.
Yeah.
Then he had a pencil neck.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, so 30.
30.
Wow.
Let's see.
I believe.
Believe in the ability of Nico to deceive the gods.
15, yeah. Yeah, so it says,
You get up early in the morning.
Oh.
Outsmart Nico in the morning.
Nico just lied to a god.
Mm-hmm. Well, even my disadvantage.
And the question is, did the god believe him?
Yeah.
Lying
that's
to a
it.
god's easy. Having the god believe your lie, that's the hard part.
Yeah, the god did.
But to say,
Yeah.
a lot of us lie to God all the time.
Well, he did tell us to turn around at first, but that wasn't a lie.
That's true.
If you get me through this, I'll never
If
drink
you,
again.
if
Follow
you
it
believe
again.
enough yourself.
Wait, actually, I don't have to do that.
I definitely believe that.
Yeah.
Does a Chardalon, I'll ask Gibby, like, do you think a Chardalon likes alcohol?
I don't think they have a quantity.
Why don't we have a
He
drink?
wouldn't even notice. Unless somebody's got like 50 gallons, there's no quantity he would carry that he would notice.
It will mostly evaporate before it gets to him as well.
The alcohol will, isn't it?
Well, I'm just
Yeah.
saying if Nico and Felix challenged him to a drinking contest right now.
I'm not sure that's the correct way to barter with the gods.
I'm pretty sure his
I
drink of
admire
choice
your
is
courage.
probably alchemy fire.
Well, I know, but he's got to meet us halfway in the middle for it to be a fair challenge.
Who said it has to be fair? He's a red
Yeah.
dragon.
And we're in literally his domain. Having tried to steal from.
And killed his servants and pets.
Yeah.
He doesn't like you guys right now.
You guys, Gaston.
You got the killing
Heads up.
blow on his last pet, or on the second to last pet.
Oh, that's true.
They attacked first. I tried to come and bribe Charlotte. They were the fools who tried to attack us. I mean, pay tribute. Sorry, pay tribute, not bribe.
Pay tribute, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I was sent here with the blessings of the great Khan of the elemental plane of Earth to
Probably
come
don't want to mention
We
that.
all were.
with the.
No, probably don't want to mention that either.
That's who sent us. Because we were sent to go and pay tribute to a Chardalon to gain access to the elemental plane of air. And some of our Chardalon's peons didn't let us go see a Chardalon.
Okay, so you said Charlotte says,
He's standing between us and our battle with the air elemental.
right, and he says, Charlotte says, have you come then?
We have come to seek your guidance and wisdom and grant us passage to face our enemies on the elemental plane of air.
What have you brought me?
Puma, the gold. The
Uh,
finest creations of the plane of earth.
It takes a deep breath, it inhales, and it says, why have you traveled through the Khan's domain to get here?
We were told we must follow the path of the elements to meet our foe.
So a Chardalon, when you say this, when you mention the path of elements, it closes its eyes, and you hear the higher pitched voice speak, but its mouth at this point doesn't move, and it says, the path of elements. I see the way has been open. It has been a long time. Bold to walk this path. Bold to walk on the heights and seek glory. And then a Chardalon will speak in a deeper voice and say, but to trespass through my domain and to steal from me.
Mighty Shardla, I beg you, we bring tribute, and everyone we have slain on the way has attempted to take the tribute we owe to you.
A Chardalon will take another very deep breath and it will say, this is not all you've brought.
What else is there, mighty Shardalon?
It will smell again. It says, you have more. If you want to pass through my realm, I demand all.
Only we had a bag of silver.
It leans down very close to you, and it takes another deep breath, and it says, I can smell the riches on you. I can smell the greed in your heart. You think a dragon cannot sense greed, mortal? I want it all, or I'll have your life and then have it anyway.
Well, I can see you're an expert bargainer, Charlemagne. I guess.
Yes.
So I did. In my notes, I have an amount I hid in Tanith,
Okay.
but still a lot. Mighty Shardalon, of course. I came here. This ornate gold is but a trinket.
This what a trinket. Of course, the real. Riven's all. Don't fuck around here, man. Don't fuck around here.
You're gonna fuck around and find out.
All right, I'll give Shardalon 2,064 gold.
Damn, dude.
And, whatever, 900 and
Is that everything you have on you?
Yeah.
Well,
and and the 400. 2,000. So here, 2,000 gold and 500 platinum in Tanith.
Wow, man. You want to know how much gold I have on me?
Platinum? Good
Yep.
God.
Do you know I had 1,477 in total platinum,
Damn, that's crazy.
Wow.
but I
That's
hit 500
nothing.
in Tanith.
That's
I've got
nothing
7
compared to
platinum
my
are you gonna lose?
to my 0.
Yeah, you're all enough to fucking hurt, man.
So 2,064 gold. What's that? 977 platinum.
I thought you left more on the boat. That sucks.
I trust the boat.
Yeah, I guess.
Silver and 5 copper. The mighty Ashardalon. It is my pleasure to offer you
Go and give me a deception check.
this paltry tribute to your greatness.
Ed,
Yeah.
since I don't have any gold or any like
Well, you got the
coin,
giant, you got all the ornate bow finger gold from the plane of Earth.
oh yeah, I poured all that, but I was just gonna say, like, I have a ruby that's worth 750 gold.
Yep. Oh,
I
yeah.
tossed that in there.
Yep.
Fine. And of course, let's not forget these nice rubies and diamonds and this especially nice looking topaz.
I think I've had this ruby since like
the first level 5, level 4 or
Yeah.
5.
yeah. This is where I part ways with it.
I can't remember that I'm sure at some point I put some money in my barrel in the Tanith, but I can't remember how much or
I can't
whether I
imagine.
took it back in.
I mean, I can't Skippy's not very large. Like I can't imagine Skippy.
Yeah,
carrying
that's
a
true.
bunch.
Maybe
Gaston,
Maybe it's just a
Gaston,
suppository.
yours is in an extra dimensional space, and so she can only he can only smell what's on you.
how
So
much
I'm
would
taking
give him
out
a thumb.
Jeff's head and I'm like prying his teeth out and the gems out of his eyes for the Shardalon.
how much could Skippy realistically carry? Like
I don't know. How much can a butthole carry?
500
my
gold.
Double
butthole.
quarters.
Yeah. Skippy's like, turns out this butthole was made for carrying, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the extra dimensional pocket right there.
Yeah.
Gaston's going to wince slightly.
Because
that's-
Yeah, just
so he's hidden pockets, like unzip this in pockets, actually spills out platinum everywhere.
Yeah, Gaston's actually carrying on the outside 500 gold in diamonds and 100 gold.
okay.
So that's 600 gold worth of stuff.
Yep.
Ow.
Yeah, because I actually have quite a lot of money that I took from Nico at the circus.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
But
We'll
let
say
it-
half.
half, okay. Then he's gonna get let's see. So 14 platinum.
It's like you're losing your money twice, Nico.
Nico watches this go, he's just like,
It's gonna get 1,200 gold. 1,250 electrum, and
oh, that should be vintage too.
Those ones
Eight.
strong.
Yeah, those were collectible.
how what's half of 19? 8,
10.
10, yeah. So 9,050. No, 9,500. No, 950 silver, and I don't have any copper.
Nico's literally sobbing.
Right.
Just it's so good to give me this.
So I mean, like, if we leaving the boat and the only gold, like the money that Felix has picked up was from Rotwing, I don't think we've taken any more money. I don't see Felix carrying like all 4,700 of his coins on an adventure here when we have a
No.
boat, right?
No. Yeah, I would see Felix
Like 500, I guess. Like going.
yeah,
around
I would
with
see.
me.
Yeah, I'd see Felix carrying enough where he's like, "Look, I gotta. We may have to I may have to buy some ingredients or something like that. Like, I may have to. I may need to buy something for upgrades to Jeff or to get us out of something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I would like Skippy. I mean, Skippy left half. Like, I would think Felix.
Oh yeah, everyone else is like much more trusted.
Yeah, if everybody else is leaving shit on the boat, like they're just all, oh yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I would say, I mean, Felix probably left I'd say Felix probably left 3/4 of it on the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if Skippy would have, because I don't think I'm strong enough to carry that much gold.
Probably not. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're pretty small. I would say, actually, let's say 1/4. You lose
Okay.
1/4. We'll say 3/4
add-
of it's on the boat.
I'll add back on whatever it was.
All right.
600.
So he's getting 1,057 gold from Felix.
Okay.
Charles was like, I like you a lot more than I used to.
But I know this tribute pales in comparison to your mighty Shadowland, but if it is enough to buy us but a small token of your power and showing us the path to the air elements.
So a Chardalon, so Felix, you see, I mean, as sizable as the pile that is now in, that spills out of Nico, and the rest of you that add to it, it pales in comparison to what you saw through your familiar that was in that cave. Like, this isn't 1,000th of what was in that area.
This is 30 years of of collecting for when he's been doing this for millennia.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, and you can see, like, looking out, you guys can see there's piles of treasure all around the shore of the lava lake. Like, there's fucking like gold and platinum and like weapons and gems and like artwork, like statuary, like fucking everywhere.
Felix will look at Nico.
Yeah.
I'll put his
Hands in
hands.
pockets. Hands in pockets.
Well, you're fucking fine one to throw, like, point at his staff, like the soul. Yes.
Nico gets all bitter and crabby when he loses all his money. He's all fucking shitty to everybody. Fuck you guys.
How do we know? We didn't know what we know.
Abby's also gonna toss. She had 50 gold, 50 gold and 300 silver that she throws onto the pile. A Chardalon will looks down, reaches one monstrous claw, and as it scoops up the gold, you see that the gold, like, it it like curves its claw and starts to scoop it, but the gold actually like sticks to its claw, like it actually is attracted to it. And it sort of like clings to its claw, and Ashardalon moves it back and sets it onto an island behind you.
Nico will just be looking at all the gold and just say, "How do you do it? How do you get all the gold? How do you get all this? It's so much."
Ashardalon will look down and says, "That bought you your life."
Woohoo!
So since now
Gaston looks up at him and says, "Do you like snacks?"
Don't give him any of those mushrooms, Gaston.
Ashardalon bends down towards you and it says, "You would not even make for a mouthful."
Oh God, no, not me, not us. But I can summon 2 mules and a horse.
It looks at you and it says, "You offer these as well as tributes?"
I offer them as a snack.
And it
It's
looks.
food.
It says, "I no longer have a need to eat."
Oh, I'm really sorry.
Do not be. I don't need your pity, mortal.
Okay.
I feed on elemental energy.
How's that taste?
It tastes of power.
Cool.
There's a clanging noise as Gaston gets a boner.
Felix is like, if only I had met you like 3 months ago when we were in Barovia.
Right. Ashardalon will say, "Now you wish passage out of my domain, correct?" And the high-pitched voice says, "Yes, yes. They seek the path of elements. They are but one step away from their final destination."
I was looking around like, who is that? So asking a shard, like, why is it a Shardalon? Is there someone else here?
Ashardalon says,
It's a
"They
whale.
are my servants and those sworn to me."
Of course, you must have many loyal servants.
All of them owe their souls to me. Speaking of which, and it looks down to Felix, and it inhales deeply again. And Felix, you hear the high-pitched voice speaking almost as if it's like right next to you in your ear. "We know you have taken one sworn to us. Why have you done this? Souls, why have you taken this from us?"
It's a hobby.
I have
Just a
been
hobby.
Bumping a bad boy.
cursed in the past, and I am currently afflicted with the collection and ferrying of souls.
Who do you collect for, shepherd?
Nope. Nico's going, nope.
My donor would currently like to remain anonymous.
It says the high-pitched voice says, "I'm sure it would, But that soul was ours.
Would you like me to attempt to release it?
Yes.
All right. If you give me but a moment, please.
hold, please.
Sidebar. All right, and while I'm still kneeling, like almost with my forehead pressed against the staff as I'm on both my knees, like, oh God. I'm
Flanders to
sorry.
God, Flanders to God. Get off your
All right, Mephistopheles, I'm sorry, but I need to summon you here again. Just to me, you don't have to make yourself known, but I request that the fire giant's soul please be released, or we're all going to be deeply fucked.
Mephistopheles there's the faintest whisper in your head, and it says, "Would you like to make another bargain?"
Yep.
Oh man.
So you're requesting one of the souls that you gave to me back.
I would like to process a return to the rightful owner.
So you took a soul that was already claimed.
Unfortunately, I did not know they were claimed.
This changes nothing.
Well, how did you get it if it was already claimed?
That is an interesting question. Felix Osiris. How indeed?
You tried real hard.
You are an interesting investment, Felix. Now, I can return this soul to you, but this will deepen your debt to me.
How about another 10?
Oh my God.
Well, this one's big. Plus, you broke the rules and took a soul that was claimed. Now, Felix Osiris. Every time he says your name, like you can feel like it feels like fingers just running down your spine. Like it's very intimate and very fucking disturbing. Because he says your full name, like he says it. Yeah. And he says, now, let's see. I see you're in a bit of a bind here, and time is short for you.
It appears so. Quite short.
Right.
Like a hot minute, maybe.
Now, let's say we continue this negotiation at a later point in time.
If I survive, that sounds like a great idea.
Very good. Now, I will want you in person here in 10 days' time.
10 days.
Do you
Well-
agree?
Well, how shall I get to you?
Oh, I'll arrange travel.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. I'll mark it down on my calendar. I'll check it as
So-
busy.
So we have a bargain then.
We
Sign here.
We
And
have
in your
struck
head-
a bargain.
In your head, you suddenly find yourself at a table. Like you're no longer aware of being at a Chardalon's in the presence of a Chardalon. You were now at a table, and you see the original contract that you signed with the addendums laid out. And there's another brief flash of ice forms across the contract, and when the ice disappears, there's more words that are burned in blood on the contract, and it says that you will continue negotiations for a soul given now in 10 days' time, and that you will appear in person in the court of Mephistopheles in the 8th layer of the 9 hells.
Make sure that it details that he will provide transportation.
Well, he said that, so that's part of the deal.
Yep, it's spelled out in the contract that transportation will be arranged by Mephistopheles.
Transportation there and back again.
Do I get per diem?
Yeah.
First
So Felix,
Uber driver ever.
So Felix, you call out, you go, hey, it doesn't say back. And Mephistopheles chuckles and he says, you can't blame someone for trying. And another flash of ice appears on the contract, and then it says transportation to and from.
Oh, good. He thinks that I might survive.
Oh, he thinks he's going to get like another 1,000 souls out of you then, mate.
All right. Big F.
Yep. You sign your name. You sign your name. Which point?
Glad I had some temporary hit points, I'm sure.
Yeah. You take just one point of damage.
Oh.
As blood, a little bit of blood comes out of you, fills in on the name that you signed, and then sears into the contract. At which point the contract rolls itself up, disappears, and then you are instantly back in the elemental plane of fire before a Chardalon.
All right.
No, this actually happened like in faster, like at the speed of thought. Like it happened super fast.
Well, great Chardalon. I will tell you that at great cost to me, this soul shall be released.
You put the staff, you thump the staff down on the ground. A portal opens up, and you look in the portal, and it's actually super surprising. You can tell that Mephistopheles has bounced this soul around a couple of times so that it is not coming from him. And
VPN.
What's up?
Through a VPN.
Oh yeah. Basically, that's what he's done. So the portal opens up, and behind it, when you look through the portal, you see this like desert terrain. It's like sort of sand, sand and dunes. Like it's sort of this vast desert. It snaps closed, and the soul of that fire giant stumbles out, and a Chardalon reaches a claw forward, wraps it around the soul, and then drags it down into the lake of lava. And the Chardalon says,
apologies again for any inconvenience and any what's the word,
misunderstandings.
like when you offend, no offense was meant. I hope that I can provide you with everything that was needed to seal this soul back to you.
Chardalon says, the high-pitched voice says, yes, we've taken care of it. Thank you for your cooperation. That could have turned very, very messy. And then the deep voice for Chardalon says, "No. What do you offer in payment for passage?"
We got some really great stories. Knowledge.
A Chardalon looks at you,
Everything
Gaston, and says, "Do you offer us free access?"
What are the details involved in that?
And you hear that the high-pitched voice, as if behind you, and it says, "I will just take a look inside your mind, Morton. If you offer us this knowledge freely, I will take a look at what you have learned and your experiences and judge if this is worthy of an offering."
Yeah, no one gets in my head other than Ogma and my ex-wife, I'm afraid. But I'm willing to share my knowledge in a different form.
How much has Jeff's head absorbed?
What do you mean?
Like how much knowledge or anything? Like, is there anything like in Jeff to offer?
I mean, whatever you put in there. I mean,
no, I know, but I mean, like, if I offered that head, like, would they be able to pick anything up on that?
like the one with the teeth.
Well, not
the other
anymore, but
Was Chris.
I just wonder if Jeff has any actual memories or anything that could be pulled from.
Oh, no. I mean, Jeff's. You kind of ream Jeff out. Like there's nothing, nothing left of Jeff.
They could have a look in Skippy's head. I might learn something about actually what happened.
Help me out.
So do you offer this, Skippy?
Yeah. When Gaston
Yeah. So
says,
the high pitched voice sounds like it's coming from behind you now, Skippy. It says, "You offer us free access to your mind?"
yeah.
As soon as you say yes, it feels like your head is being split open. It turns out that a Chardalon doesn't care too much for the frailty of mortals, and you can feel this thing just rifling through your head, like just going through memories and details, and it's not being gentle about it. So you are going to take a little bit of psychic damage.
28d6. You'll be fine.
20 psychic damage as this thing rifles through your head. It pulls away and it says, "Interesting. We've never come across one like you.
Unique."
It says, "Quite. We thought the rest of these, we thought you were as the rest of these mortals. Interesting. Do you offer yourself as payment?"
No.
Gaston leans over and goes, "The answer's not really."
I offer you my knowledge, but I will remain part of the party.
It says, "Indeed, we've taken that, and that is a good offering, but I don't think I will accept that as the only offering." It says, "I would accept your payment if you would do me a small service. And the large, the deep voice says,
You must make payment to pass. I require you to, he says, I require you to get something that was taken from me. If you can retrieve what was stolen, I will consider your debt paid.
Would you mind telling us what it was?
And who stole it?
says,
One of the illithid stole from me the book of Equival was taken from my collection.
How long ago?
You hear like our Shardalon sort of rumbles to itself, and then the high-pitched voice answers you and says, "It was taken a little less than what you would consider a year ago."
This would happen to be the book we picked up under the sewers, right?
You picked up some pages.
But from that book.
You can show him the pages if you like.
Gaston, I don't think has the pages on him.
Either Felix or Gaston had them.
I think Felix has them, not Gaston, because I don't have them on my sheet, on my character sheet.
I thought Felix had them.
Yeah, I think he does too, because Gaston doesn't. I don't have them written down.
Who did he say took the book? One of the
Was it
Illithid.
research material?
Illithid.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, there was a bunch of pages that you picked up.
Because I remember Gaston read them, but Felix kept them.
Yeah.
All right, I don't have them written down, but yeah, I don't know if that's something I would travel with or if that would have stayed on the boat.
Probably would have stayed on the boat.
Yeah, you probably would have kept it on the boat. But so you can describe it to him and say, we actually, you can describe to him what happened.
Yeah.
The high-pitched voice will say to you, yes, this sounds like ours. Track down this thief, this filthy interloper, and return what was ours. And we will consider your debt paid. However, if you do not retrieve what was stolen, we will find you.
What was the book called? Book of
Equivalent.
Equival. With an X, IXWILVLE.
Sure. He
book?
just sat there and randomly pulled letters out of the Scrabble box.
You want just the book, or how do you want us to deal with the thief?
I want proof that you have executed him. Its head, or this one, he points to Felix, apparently can take its mortal soul. We will take either one.
So, from Gaston's memory, when we fought that illithid, did it teleport away and we just killed the little squidlings?
It teleported away. You didn't kill all the squigglies.
Yeah, I think we missed one.
Well, we just left one in a glass jar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You took the one in the jar. You didn't kill the stuff in the pools.
Oh no, we didn't take it.
We killed the one that was in Ecosystem's head.
That's right.
Rose's head.
Yeah, but there were some that got left.
I did not want to have that jar with us.
That's right. Yeah, you left it there. That's right.
Yeah.
Nope.
Do you agree to these terms?
Well, it's not like we have much of a choice.
No, you don't.
How much time do we have? Since Felix is so good at signing contracts here.
She says, I am eternal. I am eternal. Bring this book to me in your lifetime, and that will be sufficient.
So whose lifetime are we saying? Like,
In the span of your mortal years, bring this to me, or I will hunt all of you down.
Is it? Do you wish it to be returned, or is its destruction acceptable?
The deep voice will say, "You will not destroy my property. It will be
Gaston
returned
says,
to
"Don't
me."
destroy books."
would you like the Illithid to be your property?
Its soul is sufficient, or its head.
Okay.
Do we have an agreement?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is our honor to serve you, mighty Ashardalon.
The small voice will say, "Very good. I require you all to present your left arms, please."
Yeah.
Does everybody hold out their left arm?
Yep.
Gaston's thinking about it. Gaston's gonna say, "Hey, I gotta call the boss first, see if he's okay with this."
Ashardalon says, "I understand. This does not bind your mortal soul to me. This marker will simply remind you of the debt owed and will allow me to find you easily." Ribbon will tell you, Ribbon will say, "Go ahead and take it. I think I can beat it."
What was that, Ed?
Ribbon's gonna tell Nico, "Go ahead and take the mark. I think I can beat it."
You want me to use like make it image or anything?
No, Ribbon thinks that that he can actually go up against Ashardalon's power.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Is
Um,
Ribbon's deception as high as Nico's?
Ribbon's is very high.
Gaston's going to ask if it's okay if he lights some incense to speak to Ogma.
Ashardalon will say, "Yes, be brief."
Yeah, Nico.
Do they light like as soon as you take them out? Like, how do they-
Yeah, as soon
Pretty
as
much.
as soon as you pull it out, it's already smoldering.
Yeah, Nico just roll up both sleeves and like, come at me, bro.
You've already taken my soul. All right, so does everybody else hold their left arm out?
Yeah.
Ashardalon will, with each of you, as you hold your arm out, Ashardalon dips the tip of its talon, one of its talons, into the lake of lava, pulls it out, and you can see like this small glowing mote of molten material, we'll say, on the tip of its talon. It then presses it into your arm, where it forms into old draconic script on your arm, similar to what the collar that Grosh was wearing. It forms onto your arm, except it's not a collar, but it's it's sort of the small rectangle that forms on your arm, and it looks like tarnished silver.
What does it say?
Basically outlines the terms of your debt, saying that you have agreed to return to hunt down the thief, to to kill the thief or pull its soul out of it, pull its mortal soul out of its body, and return both the soul and the book of Equival within the span of your mortal years.
All right.
All right, one
Need to
more
have that
quest on the quest log. Whatever.
We got too many of these.
Yeah. Gaston's gonna have a chat with Theocracy.
What's up? Yes, on.
Yeah, Gaston needs to have a chat before he binds anything to himself
Yep.
because Ogma's number one.
Yep.
And
So yeah,
Ogma's
you light some incense, and you what do you say? What do you say to Ogma?
Say, Ogma, I'm hanging out here with Chardalon and the Chardalon's alter ego, and they're requesting to bind me to seek out a thief and the book of Equival before the end of my life, but they want to put some weird bindy magic thing in ancient draconic in my arm, and I want to make sure you're cool with that.
You get back a reply. Basic. So you pull out your book, the Tome of Ogma, and it flips pages on its own as you start praying.
Is it also a Ouija board?
It opens up to a blank section of the book, and you see script begin to write in a very neat and precise hand.
Well, yeah, Ogma.
And the words as it spells out, it says it begins to give you a description of the book of Equival, and it tells you that the book of Equival was written long ago by someone who visited the abyss, and it is a book that tells you how to banish and return demons to the abyss.
Ooh,
Nice.
we need that.
And then a footnote appears at the bottom of this description of the book of Equival. There's a footnote appears, and it says, given the current situation on the Sword Coast in the year of whatever fucking year it is, it says in the year the finding of the book of Equival is of the utmost importance. Whatever must be done to obtain this tome must be done.
Okay. Dang. All right.
And then the
Get
book.
married again.
I'm sure you can always take a copy of it before you hand it back.
Do you share your
All right. Look up at the Chardalon says Big Ghost says he's cool with it. Hook me up.
Yeah, you hold your arm out. He looks down at your arm and looks at its talons, and it goes, picks the very smallest of its talons.
Wait,
dips
Gaston stops, turns around, shows him his ass.
You hear sort of a grunt of appreciation from a Chardalon, and it dips the claw right onto your ass, and it leaves and it's as big as like one cheek, and it leaves this metal brand on you with the script, and it hurts, it burns.
Yes. Yes.
A Chardalon says, and then a deep voice that says, "You are now bound to this agreement. I will hold up my end of the bargain. I will give you passage to where you seek. But I warn you, you are not the only ones on the path of elements." Then the high-pitched voice says, "Yes, others seek the power that you do. It will be contested. I warn you, be careful."
May we ask you a question?
You may
You
always
just
ask.
did.
May I ask a question after this question?
You may always ask, but the answer may not always be freely given.
We recently had a run-in with a demon named Zelbra. Are you familiar? Or recently someone named Yemek?
So when you say Zelbra, a Chardalon hisses.
Yes, we share a similar distaste for Zelbra as well.
Zelbra is a wretched, wretched creature that is duplicitous and dishonorable. What dealings had you with this creature?
Are you familiar with the Mulgra, the law of Mulgra?
Of course, mortal.
It left Mulgra without the battle being completed against us.
It hisses, why would the Khan allow this?
The Khan was very upset that Zelbra was able to do this within the confines of the arena.
The voice, for the first time, sounds troubled and afraid. And it says, mortal, this is worse than you can imagine. You must retrieve the book of Iquivil. You must fulfill the bargain, or all may be lost.
Is there anything you can give us to help us on this quest?
Some treasure?
It says that I'm letting you leave alive and helping you on the path is more payment than you realize. It will then, when it says this, a Chardalon will wave one of its massive, massive claws, and the lake of fire will part briefly, and you see where it parts is bones. Bones on bones on bones on bones. It looks like the bottom of that lake is nothing but bones. And it says, many have tried to walk the path you seek now, and many ended their journey here before us.
I assure you, you've never seen a more mighty and capable band of adventurers than stand before you today, mighty Ashardalon. We will not fail.
A Chardalon, the deep voice chuckles and says, you will need
Ed?
that spirit.
Gaston is going to cast guidance on himself to memorize this moment,
Yeah,
because this is just too awesome to forget.
yeah. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
He forgets this moment.
It may not be instantly recallable to you, but it is being impressed upon you. So a Chardalon will say, now hurry forward. Seek the end of the path. Prevail and fulfill the bargain. Go now. A Chardalon will breathe out this massive swirling ball of fire that appears just at the edge of the ledge that you're on. And inside of it, it appears at first it's swirling fire, but then the fire begins to coalesce into clouds, and you see lightning streaking inside of it. And there's a howling wind that's pouring out of the portal, and it says, what are you waiting for, mortals? Time is pressing, go!
Gaston jumps.
Yeah.
Let's go, Abby.
Abby, oh yeah, Abby got the brand as well. And she's it hurt. She's crying. But she's staring down at this and she goes, Felix, I don't think I want to adventure anymore.
We're almost done. You can retire after the next adventure.
One way or another, we're almost done.
What are you talking about, Abby? This is just getting interesting. I'm just shoving people.
Yeah, she goes, ah! She disappears into the portal.
And then I'll just sort of tip the hat and like give a shot, and then jump in.
The rest of you?
I guess I was holding out of Abby's hand. Like, ah!
Yeah, you get sucked into. Oh shit!
But before Nico he tips his hat and he's like can he do? He does that and then Boomer just tackles him through the portal.
Yeah, he does it. Yeah, he tries to be all fancy. He's like, a Charlotte with a wink. I get bullshit. And the Boomer just goes, shut up.
Yeah.
No more talk.
Skippy will follow soon after Boomer.
So Skippy, just before you step in, the high voice says, "You will never find a place among them. You are not like them. You are not like them. Should you grow tired of walking the material plane, you have but to call on us." And one of the kobolds will walk forward, and it presents you with this ruby. Like it's about the size of a fist, and inside it looks like there's living fire.
Cool.
And it says, "Use this and call my name, and I will come to collect you, and you may live out in my service."
Oh yeah, you can play bringing the elephant back here, so that'd be quite handy.
That's why you have the
the little mark.
yeah.
I half expect the high-pitched Chardalon voice to be like, Harry Potter, the boy who lived, who died.
And with that, Skippy,
He's dead. He's dead.
Skippy, it will usher you through the portal.
I'll take the fire ruby and be like, what does it mean?
So we will stop there as all of you are tumbling through what looks like the vortex of a tornado towards the end of the path of elements. So, will our group of adventurers prevail and seek the prize at the end of the path of elements? Will they fail in their quest for a Chardalon and have their mortal souls claimed? Will Skippy ever find out what the fuck? Find out next week on Good Guys, but not great.